Africa is a continent of 1 billion people, 54 countries, over 2,000 languages.
Africa is not a small village where you have people running around, rolling tires and all. It's a continent.
Sometimes, I'll be walking around, with my non-African friends and then, happen to see another African person and, I'll give them the nod, like, okay, a little bit less, but along those lines.
We can know each other's cultures, but it's very hard to know each and everyone.
Like we all relate to one another.
The fact that some people even think that Africa as a whole is a country, that's beautiful. That's a good mindset to think that the people are that way, but unfortunately we don't all know each other.
How well do we know ourselves as Africans? How well do I know other Africans? For example, as a Nigerian, how well do I relate with a Zimbabwean, or how well do I relate with a Tanzanian?
2 billion of us. There's absolutely no way all Africans can know each other. It's just not impossible.
It's actually a positive that we have managed to create such an aura that we all know each other. I think it stems from our ability to help each other grow, help each other develop, and pick each other up when we're falling.
I guess we have like a warm nature to each other, so that's why the world think we all know each other.
The population of the continent itself is over 1.2 billion, so it's quite practically it's impossible for all of us to know each other.
Because we come from different backgrounds in terms of culture, language, even our families too, even the countries. And because of that, we really have, first of all, to come into close contact with each other.
What's beautiful about being African is our culture, the fact that we are all able to speak different languages.
The weather is warmer, the food is diverse.
I just think that given the amount that we had taken away from us, to see where Africa is now and how amazing the things that Africans are doing, whether it's in science or tech or sport or whatever, is just incredible.
The very beautiful thing about being African is Africans as a people, the way we are. We're just really awesome people. Even with everything we've been through, we still stand tall. We're very creative people, very happy people.
We have suffered, all of us have suffered, and yet we have resilience.
Now, because of that background, it has just defined some strength, I believe, and I just feel that that's something that even people that visit Africa begin to demonstrate this character as they become resilient, and that's just beautiful. That's a great thing about Africa that I believe.
There are so many things that sort of intrigues me, and one of them is the diversity. The diversity of our culture, the diversity of our language, the diversity of our food, the diversity of our beautiful women, so to say. These are the things that sort of makes me happy.
What isn't? The cultures, the people, the country, everything's beautiful.
54 countries, 1 billion people, thousands and thousands of languages and cultures, the different foods, the different tribes, the cultures, the languages. It's an amazing, beautiful continent.
Each tribe has its different, sort of thing, and it just, the way it gets carried on to the next generation as well and continues to be upheld.
What I've been taught by my parents and my village behind me to, I guess, never be a prisoner of pain and use that pain to stimulate and motivate me. And I feel like that process and that ability and attribute makes me beautiful.
I think we should reserve that and celebrate it. I love that we value music, we tell stories through music, even dance, and it's just been history of a lot of beautiful African things. And we should share it with the world that Africa is beautiful. We can go for a holiday there. Don't think of it as like a poor place, There's a lot of beauty to see there.